Hey guys, welcome back in. I'm gonna do a new stranded run. What you want to do is go to custom up to survival, crank everything all the way up, make everything as high as it'll go. Disable the tutorial, and your blueprints all unlocked. All I'm doing is making sure double checking before I lock it. Everything. Okay, I'm gonna lock it and start. Now I'm gonna spawn right next to my ship. The ship is completely off limits, just pretend it's not even there. So what I need to do is construct an exocraft, find a portal, find a crashed ship, and when I find that crashed ship, I'm gonna claim it. And the only type of ship I can buy is the type of ship I just claimed. Find a portal and portal out, and that's the end of the challenge. So, oh, it looks like I'm got a nice desert planet. Let's see here. Author sodium. Okay. Alright. Oh, looks like a cave up there. Grab these little rocks. Start off, just repair my stuff. Get enough barite here. Need 75 barite total. Could be good on barite. Looks like I might have a couple shallow caves in the area too, which could be useful. Just grab a little bit extra here. Kind of stick my head in here for a second. Give that a chance to recharge. Oh, a little bit of hydrogen too. Oh, there we go. Sodium. Anytime I can mine something inside of a cave, I take advantage of it, especially early on. And we'll get a little bit of cobalt here, so I can make a couple batteries. I don't want to get too much cobalt until I scan these, so I'll get enough for a couple batteries if I can. Just so I have them on me. Head back out here. I really want sodium's nice to have, but I really want oxygen. That way I can make a refiner. But none of it's showing. I can't scan yet. Get a bunch of carbon. Yeah, I'm trying not to destroy too much right away. That way I can scan these and get my secondary item. I need 50 of this. Okay, that's plenty. NO2. Look around. I'm looking for any hazardous plants, but there's nothing. But I need to start scanning stuff. Oh, these good chromatic metals. That'll be helpful. Make sure to scan as much stuff, that way you don't leave behind any elements. See, already some of these little rocks give good bonuses. The hydrogen's always good, and chromatic metal is really good. You only get like a couple of them, but they're worth getting. And there's going to be sodium, or copper, carbon. Okay. Well, that's a really good plant to get to, because it gives you oxygen. So I'll have to keep that in mind whenever I see these, but I'm also low on oxygen to grab some of these. Yeah. It'll take long to drain that. I like to try to keep a good amount of carbon before I go into a cave. You end up eating through a lot of carbon down there. Put the sodium in there. Yeah, what I need is a big patch of oxygen would be nice to find right now. Grab up as much of this as I can. Yeah, I'm trying to get both ferrite and carbon kind of together, so I get a little bit of everything. Oh, that's fire. Okay. And sometimes the native plants can be really good too. I'm gonna head down here, see what these offer me. Yeah, I want to see what I got for... Okay, I have just enough oxygen, so... Alright. I want to see if I can get a little bit more oxygen before I make a refiner. Scan. Yeah, Kim does not want to give me oxygen. There's really no way to make oxygen either. Quick peek. Okay, you got a trading post right there. So, not a trading post, but then I'll grab up some of this. I might have to make some life support gel, so get some of this stuff. And I'm gonna just make it run right for that miner settlement. projectile ammo. I don't even have a weapon installed. Use that to get a little bit of money. Take that with me too. See, on my last run, I had a pirate vendor show up a couple times in the ship, and I couldn't buy the hazard module I wanted. So hopefully, I can get a few more nanites out of this than my last run. And also, you want to hit these save points too, because they'll give you something to sell, and also when you upload them you get 3 nanites, so it's worth grabbing. And no nanite machine, that sucks. What's this thing? Okay. Alright, take a look at what I got. I know I got some geodes in here. Okay, I got 31 oxygen. Sell those right away. Sell everything that's useless. That silicon powder I want, though. Alright. Wow, that'd be nice. Oh, data structure. It's not really what I want, though. Yeah, what I'm really looking for is oxygen, and there is no oxygen around here. What does this offer? Oh, we can buy chromatic metal here. And gold. Okay. This is a really good find. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a yeah, one of those things here, just in case I roam around and lose track of it. One thing I do want to do is, yeah, I'm not seeing oxygen anywhere. Check these little cargo drops. What I want to do is I want to get a little bit of oxygen. That way I don't use all of it up. To make a refiner and refine some stuff. At the same time, just farm some other stuff. I want to try to get a good stockpile of material before I move on. That's the aim of it anyway. And at least these plants give oxygen, but you only get like 1 at a time. So, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice to be able to just run up and pick a plant. There is a hazardous plant in here somewhere too. I don't know what type of plant it is though. Oh, it's on the other side of this stuff. I thought it was buried. Yeah, I always try to put down a beacon. That way I can find my way back to that building. I want to know what this hazardous plant is. Oh, that's just dihydrogen. There's a hazardous plant buried in here somewhere. Yeah, it's these friggin' things. These things can really mess you up. Yeah, exactly. They're hard to pick. So normally I just destroy them. Do a scan first though. Yeah, they'll break your shields real easy. If you get hit by a couple of them, they'll really do some damage to you. Alright.
Life support power low.
That game does not want to give me oxygen. Get back inside. I think I might have to use life support gel. Alright. Get relic, I don't know if I'm gonna hang on to that, okay. Gonna make a plating. Some of that really on now.
Technology recharge.
Gotta step out for a couple minutes, so I'll give that a little bit to run. I'll be back. Alright, sorry about that. A few more batteries here. Yeah, I like to try to keep my stuff somewhat organized too. Put it in the slots that I normally have it. That way all I have to do is open it up real quick and I can see what I have. Let's see here. Break down that ionize. Down that. I wish that stuff didn't take so long. Okay, now I got a few more batteries. And let's see, life support. Okay, I do have to make jellies. Actually, does this guy have it? He's got a couple.
Product received.
Couple more. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to rely on those more than oxygen for right now, anyway. And then sell off that relic. Where is it?
Units received.
Before I forget, I want to buy 100 gold. Actually, I think I only need 50. And I can't tell from in here. Two. What am I looking for? Catalog. I only need 50 gold. I'm gonna buy 100 gold anyway. Actually, I'm just gonna buy whatever he has. Buy that, and I'm also gonna buy the dioxide. And I'll buy all this chromatic metal. That brings me down to not much. Put this over here real quick. Get a few nanites out of that. Yeah, if you go to your discoveries, that waypoint, make sure to upload that, because you can only upload 6 at a time for that one. It doesn't keep a rolling list. And I always upload all these. Because if an X-class vendor shows up, you want to be able to buy something off them. So. 125 nanites, and I just barely started. A couple more there. And that 3 runaway mold, I'll also just sell that off, because why not? Alright. And I'm gonna leave my refiner here. No, I'll take it with me. I was gonna say leave it there for later, but I don't want a chance of losing it. So just getting that chromatic metal is going to save me a bunch of steps. And that gold I'm going to need later on. I just try to kind of keep things paired together. That sodium nitrate, I should have broken that down too. Alright, ship's over there. phosphorus could help me out, but I'm more interested in getting a move on here. What I want to do is, I saw some plants down here, so I'm going to use those as kind of like a marker, because they grow on the ley line, the north-south ley line. So I'm going to kind of use those as a reference point. I have there sodium, buried tech. Actually, since I do have a place here that I can sell stuff, I'm going to try to grab some salvage data and some other odds and ends. So I'm going to kind of stick in this area for a little bit longer. I can also pick up stuff like sodium and other stuff along the way. Dioxide I can also use for life support, but I don't really want to use it for that. I want to use that for crafting some stuff. On like drop pods and stuff like that, you can't use them. You can't expand your inventory at all. Pretty much you're stuck with what you have. Just kind of try to mine things as I go a little bit. If I'm just shooting a couple things here and there. These data structures can be good. You know, they just give nav data, but they can give you other things that can sell for pretty high. Like the drop pod things, drop pod mats, you can sell for a good amount of money. You can get those. One of those glow material things. I think that just gives you fungal mold. Yeah, that's fungal mold. Yeah, fireberry's good to pick up too, or whatever these plants are. Every biome's different for these different plant things, so it's worth picking them up. Some are for your hazard, and some are for your life support. This will be for, I believe this is for hazard. Oh no, life support. So yeah. I definitely want to try to keep an abundance of those. Pick up fireberry whenever I see it. And things will be nice and easy for like the first hour, and then Sentinel starts showing up. I think it's around an hour in, so you gotta be a little more cautious when you mine stuff. Keep destroying this plant by accident. It just gives me carbon anyway. Okay, there's the hazardous plant over there. I don't like those ones, I just destroy them right away. I like those puffy ones because they have the pods on them that you can get easily. Try to mine up a bunch of stuff here before I actually take off. At least I found a spot that I can sell things at right away, so that does really benefit me. Oh, there's a building over that way. Oh, saw him late. And when I can, I always try to get condensed carbon over regular carbon. Yeah, it's like that multi-tool that's over here in the cabinet. I was hoping it would drop with a advanced mining laser. That way you get a bunch of condensed carbon at once, but didn't it? My stuff's getting low. I'm gonna run back over here to recharge. Grab this plant on the way. Because I believe that is for toxic or for hazard. You get 10% for each one you consume. Those are always worth getting. Yeah, I just want to see if maybe I can get a little bit of money while I'm here before moving on. Money and supply is real easy. There's damaged machinery over in the distance, so I'll run over for that here in a second. Why is this so red? I thought maybe there was an oxygen plant in there. There's an oxygen plant right there, though. If I can hit it. Oh. Oh, more right there. Yeah, they're really good at hiding those plants. Those things can really screw you up really bad, so. Alright, there it is. Grab this. The goop I just throw away. You can actually make gold using goop and something else. I think it's specium. Specium and goop, I think, will give you gold. So if people are having trouble finding gold, you can go that route. You can also get it with, was it pugnium and something else will give you gold. I don't remember what it is. Maybe mordite, something like that. Berry tech over there. I want to use up that sodium nitrate. I knew that was gonna hurt. I like to try to kind of harvest things as I move. You know, just take a few seconds to wipe some stuff out. Pretty much up until about the time your laser's about to die. When I stop. And you do need a pretty good amount of chromatic metal in this challenge too, so I'm not going to grab any now, but something to keep in mind. There is I believe there's a deposit right over here, which I should get, but I don't need it right away, so. Yeah, I was going to say my stuff's getting pretty full. I'm pretty sure this is just. Oh, cryophosphate. I don't know if I can do anything with that. I'm gonna make more of these. So might as well see if I can make 2 more. Alright. So now I'm starting to fill up my stuff, so I won't be here too much longer. So now that's 1,000 already. I could just go get a bunch of sodium. I got batteries already though. And I'm pretty sure that's copper. You know what? I'm gonna go for that copper. get a stack of that, it'll be helpful later on.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology recharge.
That's a massive thing of copper. Holy crap.
Ground protection falling.
You know what? I might have to build a medium refiner and process a bunch of this. I'd like to wait until I find silver though, because I'm gonna need some silver. I think silver is probably gonna be the pain point on this planet. Until I can find, or maybe find a vendor, maybe, that has some. I got gold, but that doesn't help me.
Technology recharge.
I get some silicon powder here too.
Technology recharge.
Bunch of this.
Technology recharge.
Let's try to keep this thing full.
Technology recharge.
Alright. Make sure I don't have a ton of it in my thing. Alright. I want to go back and have like 5 stacks of silicate powder. Yeah, I thought this was just going to be a small deposit, so I wasn't planning on mining this. Since I saw it was a large deposit, I figured I'd better get it now rather than later. If I can get a stack of this, would be helpful, because I already had half a stack, I believe. Yeah, so get a little bit more. Yeah, that's gonna do it. There. Throw away that one. Put this in here.
Technology recharge.
I don't know if I can do anything with cryophosphate or not. Pulpy roots is another plant that's good to grab. Yeah, any of those strange plants that grow, definitely worth grabbing.
Protection falling.
Should I start scanning animals too? Grab some of this from up here.
Ground protection falling.
You get ionized cobalt. Oh, it's a secondary, that's why.
Ground protection falling.
Need to make more batteries here.
Extreme heat damage detected.
oxygen there. Oh, I thought that was condensed carbon mixed in.
Life support power low. Thermal protection falling.
And you can conserve your life support quite a bit if you don't run. Of course, that's all I know how to do is run, so... Back in here and break down some stuff.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Temperature levels stabilizing. Units received. Units received. Units received.
That refiner down again.
Technology recharge.
I don't know if this cryophosphate does anything. Oh, it gives me condensed carbon. I'll take that. Pick that up. Alright, more nanites. Alright. Leave that running a minute. See if I can get some more carbon here. This way.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, weapons.
Technology recharge.
I'm just trying to get like a little nest egg of materials before I start heading out too far. Especially now that I have a place where I can sell off stuff. Makes me feel a little bit safer. What I'm gonna want to do is stay on like a north-south trajectory. Is that's where like ships are gonna spawn. Ships and buildings. It's just a lot of walking until I can get an exocraft done. I need to find some silver to get going on that though. I'm just trying to get my resources. A couple stacks of carbon, ferrite, some oxygen. Yeah. The basic stuff. Should stop overheating that. as I can. It's already a better planet than the last one I was on. At least I can find resources here. That other one was horrible.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology
Look at that.
recharge. Ground protection fully.
Weapon charges completed. Just recharge it.
Technology recharge. Temperature levels stabilizing.
And let's let this go. I'm gonna go off mic here for a couple minutes. Gotta call somebody. I'll be back. Sorry about that. Get somebody on the phone, sometimes they don't want to stop talking. Let's see. Nitrogen salt ain't gonna help me. See, what I was looking for is auronium, dirty bronze, or hair rocks, because those will give you silver. But none there. I don't think they sell that stuff in here. No. Peek in here again. Can make a few more batteries. I might as well burn off that carbon. I'll burn off what I can. Not very much left. Oh, you got quite a bit of carbon actually. Yeah, I like using condensed carbon when I can. It looks good. I got a little extra chromatic metal. How much does it cost to build a base computer? Alright, for some reason I keep thinking that it costs 30. Or it costs 50, not 30. Let's get rid of that extra 20.
Units received.
Oh, I almost have enough oxygen. I'm gonna go grab some more plants because I want to get that installed. I want to get that installed. That's gonna cost a bit. Even more oxygen, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of run around the same area, see what I can gather up. Really need some oxygen here.
Thermal protection 40.
It's just gonna give me carbon. Trying to figure out what direction I haven't actually done yet. Oh, okay. Got a plant up here. Let's see if I can grab this stupid pod. God, they make it so you can't even get to the damn thing. It used to not be too bad. You could run by it kind of quick and be able to pick it up. Another one. Okay, at least they're finally starting to show up. It's almost like they spawn in late, you know, like late. Typically they spawn in when you're right on top of the friggin' things. I'm gonna need oxygen mainly for crafting stuff, not so much life support, which is weird. Oh, every planet's different, so... At least I'm getting carbon at the same time. I'd like to run into a big batch of oxygen if I can. That'd be really nice. Another plant over there.
Protection 40.
Wish there was an easy way to make oxygen, but there isn't. If I had some water around here, I'd go get a bunch of kelp. So that I can refine down into oxygen. I think that's like the only easy recipe for that. See what I can get installed. That's more important. Set that over here. Enough of that. That way I don't have to keep carrying a refiner around and fill that with fuel right away. That's my gloves. I do want to install that. Okay, so I need 20 nitrate. Alright. And there is a sodium deposit here, right there, actually. Go get a bunch of sodium. That'll also help my hazard protection. Another big deposit. One. Good.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology recharge.
I was trying to be able to dig a hole in there before I started taking damage, but it didn't work. What I'll do is I'll refine all this down into sodium nitrate. It's the condensed version, so getting a lot more out of it. I want to get under here though. Get out of the elements so you don't take damage. Alright, there we go. Why I did that. Get that going. Good thing about condensing it is you can always reverse the process later, and if you need regular sodium, you can get it. Same thing with the carbon, that's why I like using condensed carbon. So less inventory space and get twice as much stuff out of it. some more. It's really good to have these, what I'm going to install next, the hazmat gloves. Wrong thing, over here. These are good to have to get, why is that? Oh, it's still in my refiner. Those big plants that you can pick up, you can refine those back into carbon. So you get a 2-for-1 on those. So it's always, it's a quick way to grab carbon without having to mine stuff. I'm gonna install those now. Break down the rest of that. Yeah, you get a lot. You can get a lot from plants. So the bad thing is you have to stop and wait for it to refine, but it's really good to have. Okay, sodium nitrate. Got a bunch of that now. I'm gonna have to do more soon. It's my. I guess I get it filled back up. Now I'll just use like a metal beam now, just to get the stuff that's on top. Also, I want to grab more silicate powder too, so I know my multi-tool is full. I like to get as much as I can. That way, if I do run low on batteries or something, I always have sodium nitrate to fill up my hazard. After a while, I'm going to get tired of running caves and getting cobalt, so I get tired really quick. Let's see, where am I on this? Go up top and grab what's showing. Grab a bunch of this, and at the same time I'll grab this dihydrogen. I'm going to be back to relying on life support gel, I think. I like to always make sure I have some of this on hand. Identified some of these rocks even. Chromatic metal, nice. Yeah, I won't have to worry too much about chromatic metal. Alright. Last couple of these. Alright, how full is my stuff? I'm gonna run down to these. Yeah, because sometimes these can drop the exosuit expansion maps, and they go for like 100,000 or so. So they're good to be able to sell if you can. I'm getting mainly navigation data. Sometimes you can get other stuff out of them. Wire berry.
Extreme heat damage detected.
I got a bunch of that now. Some more fireberry over here.
Thermal protection falling.
My stuff look like.
Thermal protection falling.
Damage machine. That's, I'm hoping maybe I can get a couple of decent mods out of the damage machinery.
Thermal protection falling.
Stop doing that. Take a peek here.
Technology recharge.
Back down here, 'cause I think my backpack had something in it. Go. That rodent slime in here. Refill that.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe I had something else out of those data structures. Doesn't look it. Very tech over here. And then start. Ooh, the oxygen too. One single piece.
Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected. Thermal protection falling.
I'm always worried that I'm gonna run out of room when I do this. There we go. Come on, pick it up. Alright. Life support. Not that great, but better than nothing. That will help out. Better than nothing. Let's see if I can grab that one too.
Technology recharging.
Alright, where am I? Oh, that's just that blue stuff. Yeah, kind of bad looking planet. I'm going the right way. Is that a big thing of oxygen?
Thermal protection falling.
One of these. I saw all that red and I thought it was a big thing of oxygen. It is. Wow, they blended that right in. That's why nighttime is really good sometimes for seeing this stuff. Yeah, I never would have seen this in the daytime.
Thermal protection falling.
My scanner never picked it up either. Grab every last bit of this.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, it's too bad there's no like condensed oxygen. That'd be nice. Alright.
Extreme heat damage detecting. Technology recharge.
That was a
Protection falling.
that was a large amount of oxygen. Yeah, that gave me 2 stacks of oxygen just about. See, sometimes it pays to kind of stick around an area a little bit. You know, because after a while you start to notice things that you didn't notice before. Run in here. My stuff is like really full now. Get rid of
Technology
that.
recharge.
Okay, now I'm gonna go this side. Got that little bit of extra sodium, so I'll stick that in there. Reload this.
Technology recharge.
Okay, your condensed carbon. Put that in there.
Technology recharge.
One of those. I actually used a little more sodium too, but I don't want to mine more of that now. Okay, so it's done. Bring the rest of that living slime in. Okay. I'm gonna head back over there and sell this stuff off, and I think it's going to be time to move away. Is there anything to grab on the way? Sodium and dihydrogen. Yeah, I always need dihydrogen. And sometimes these fragments can give you storm crystals. It's worth cracking them open. Yeah, storm crystals are a good amount of money, or you can use them in crafting too. There's some upgrade. The exocraft engine upgrade, I believe, or the booster, one of them, takes 3 storm crystals, which can give you a really big boost on this challenge. The problem is you have to get 3 of them, which RNG isn't too kind. So and with this challenge, you don't spawn on a extreme planet or anything, so getting storm crystals would be really rare. It's worth hitting these yellow crates too, because you can get life support gels. Yeah, any of those cargo drops are good to loot. I'm gonna try to loot a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get back to this building and figure out a direction I want to go and start this challenge off finally. Get over here, I'll set a couple things in the refiners and set them going. I'm going to end up taking a bathroom break and grabbing a drink, get up and stretch a little bit. Take like a little 5-minute break. Then figure out where I'm going. I'm gonna still pick up stuff as I go. Right, now, one thing I do want to pay attention to is where my ship is. Alright. What I'm gonna do is go into camera mode and kind of look at my surroundings. If I go into nighttime, you can see that there's those plants over there. Now those are going to grow on a north-south line, where they call it a ley line. So, and actually there's another bunch of it over there too. So I'm going to go off in that direction. Until I hit. I'm just making sure I'm pointing the right way. I'm gonna head towards that solar vine there and try to stay in line with those, but going north. Now, more buildings, more, yeah, actually there's another one even further that way. So pretty much that's a north-south line. So I'll use that as a reference point. That's where more buildings and crash ships, they spawn. That's where they spawn. So I just kind of follow that line right up. I want to try to use up all this stuff in here, so I'll set that going. And sell off all that salvage data. So that brings me over 1 million now, 1.2. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay. Okay, yeah, that thing's totally empty. Stop on that. And then more mold. Set that going. Alright, I'm just going to take a few minutes here and grab a drink, stretch, all that good stuff. So I want to try to get my camera outside though. At least give a little bit of a view. Alright, I will be back. Okay. Now that I know the direction I want to go, I just want to check all my stuff. There's some crap in here. Toss that in here. I want to make sure that is charged. I always try to keep this thing topped off if I can. Alright, sell off those. Yeah, get rid of that. Navigation data is useless. I can make a couple jellies, it looks like. 3 of those. Check this guy, see if he's restocked yet. Probably has by now. Nope, not yet. At some point, I start moving around. I need to get into a cave and get, see if I can find silver somewhere. Let's see, top that out. I can always make some more sodium nitrate too, but I have enough life support and stuff now. Alright. And I am going to take this along with me for now. I'll probably end up leaving it somewhere eventually, but for now it's in here. And actually I should make up that. Make up that and make up an antimatter. Why isn't antimatter in that one? Make up one of those. Put in my shield lattice. Okay, that gives me one free spot there. Eventually, you know, stuff like the hazmat gloves I can store for later on, but I'm gonna end up grabbing some plants on the way too, so I can refine it into carbon. That chromatic metal already emptied out pretty quick, so I'm gonna grab what's offered here, which take it all. I shouldn't need more gold, but I'm gonna take whatever I can. I can always get back money. Money's easy. So I'm gonna take all the gold, and I'm gonna take another 100 of the dioxide. I think dioxide you need for, there's a couple different little things, but I'll kind of top that out too. Oh, I got exactly what I wanted. Oh, no I didn't. I can use that extra dioxide for something though. I think I can recharge my hazard with it, if I remember right. So, I'm gonna go off the left side here. Did I? Yeah, I did pick those up. I know there's some plants up here somewhere. I'm actually gonna grab that fire berry. So I'm gonna hope to see some buildings here soon. I'll pick around here. Because what I want is, what I want to find is some silver. Doesn't look like I'm gonna find any. I'm probably gonna have to buy silver from a merchant. the hanging ones. Ionized cobalt. I'm just gonna grab it because it gives me ionized as well. Grab a little bit of this. Oh, those give me ionized too. Alright. That's some cobalt. Now we can make up some batteries later on. I'm gonna stop overheating this thing. The thing is, I can feel the vibration on the PS5 controller, but I'm ignoring it. Pay more attention to what I'm doing. I'm not used to having a multi-tool that overheats after 10 seconds or whatever. Break that open. Let's move that right in. Alright, grab this fire bearing. There's another fire berry up here. Sodium. Alright, there's those plants I was talking about. I'll get over to these and grab a few while I'm here. Grab that off of them too. And I'm not gonna worry too much about salvage data right now. When I get to another trading spot, then I'll grab some. Grab up some of the solar vine. This stuff adds up really quick, so even a small batch of this is a lot. Yeah, it's already half a stack, so. This is why having these native plants is so nice, because what I can do now, let's get rid of that and bring in a stack of that solar vine or solarium. Gives me 150 carbon just like that. So what I'm gonna do while I'm up here, pay attention to my compass. I want to go in that direction. That should be north. So it's easy to notice the plants. It's easier to keep a fix on them than it is buildings, especially at nighttime, because the plants stick right out. So you can see that really quick way to get carbon. All these little solar plants I'm just going to pick up and use the sodium as I go. I just want to keep on. Well, maybe it's south that I want to go. You just want to keep to one thing, keep going north or south. Like there's something. Oh no, that's the deposit. I thought there was a shelter down there. Just keep heading right in that direction. Try not to get eaten by plants.
Extreme heat damage detected.
I always grab these crates because rusted metal is kind of a pain to work with, but it adds up really quick too. So I like to try to keep, about a stack of that as well. Now that this is done, I can just transfer it over here and get that rolling.
Thermal protection falling.
So yeah, the sodium I'm picking up along the way is kind of like road fuel in a way. You're just kind of eating it as you go along. Oh, and I have a grave over there, so I do want to make sure to hit that. But what I'm looking for are buildings at the same time. Graves, even though the graves are unlocked, or all the glyphs are unlocked at the beginning of the challenge, but if you get a grave, you also get a memory fragment, so that can have a mod in it. So it's worth getting that. Even if you get a junkie mod, you can always break it down and get a wire and loom out of it, because you will need wire and looms during this too. But I always try to hit up damaged machinery along the way, just to see if they do drop a mod or not. You start getting, like movement mods and stuff like that, they really make a big impact. Inventory is full. Kidding me. Alright, life support. I'll use those. Oh. That I don't need. And oxygen. We'll grab these and use it to refill this. And I'm gonna grab that dihydrogen. Grab enough dihydrogen so that I can make a gel, and I don't want to go too overboard with it. 41. Build one of those, build one of those, get rid of that one. So much of it's just inventory management. If you play this game for a while, you know all about how great inventory management is. So I might check out, one thing you want to do with these is always make sure you have a free slot. If you don't have a free slot, you just won't get the mod, or the fragment. And you're actually going to need 2 slots, I believe. Because you need one to hold the fragment and one to break the fragment open. I'm going to stick my head in here for a second. Just to replenish that. Take a look at what this gives me. And it's a movement module. Oh, efficient water jets. See, that sucks. But if I do, I can install it and break it down. Oh, that will give me living pearl. Okay. See, this won't give me the wire loom, but it will give me 3 living pearls, which I believe will break down into gold, if I remember right. So that is one way to get gold, is living pearls. I know I haven't scanned him. Okay, and I want to see what else I have for animals here. A fly-in and a ground creature. Okay. So I want to make sure to get those uploaded. Alright, while I'm down here, scan for things I missed. And hopefully find something that gives me silver. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of luck finding silver here. Normally you'll get it kind of right away. If you get something that does. Sometimes there's just random cobalt deposits that will give you silver, gold, or platinum. I think they're normally in deeper caves too. I always kind of check them just to see. I didn't scan that. Marabulb's normally one of the first things I scan. Another one, 2 different variations. Like albion pearls and stuff like that, I'm just gonna skip past because I get them when I have a if I have a place to sell them right away, I'll pick them up, but I don't want to be carrying them around. Alright. Don't have much of anything there. Stick my head in over here though. I don't want to spend too much time looking for this. I'd rather just find it at an outpost. If I can find a trading post, there's a good chance one of the vendors will have silver on them, so I'm gonna just continue to sell. Scan around.
Protection falling.
What is that? Knowledge stone. Alright. Yeah, what I'll do is when I do get to a place that I can sell stuff, I will break down this water jet thing so that I can sell off the living pearls. Let's continue so. I wish it would stop giving me that crap. Get rid of some of that. Still got a little more plants in here. Okay, that's that one of those ground creatures. I should have one more flying creature here. And be all my creatures. So I want to make sure to upload all of those. That'd be some quick nanites there. If you want to be able to buy a mod from that X-Class vendor if one does show up.
Protection falling. Technology recharge.
You know, and every now and then just scan around and you're looking mainly for anything that shows a building. Of course, graves too. And not seeing anything. Got a knowledge stone. I'll just keep on going. I don't have to worry about dihydrogen anymore or oxygen.
Thermal protection falling.
So I don't have to be on the lookout for that constantly. I do want to switch this over though. Oh, actually, I'll just wait for that to finish up. And you can see what your numbers are here. So if I pop off this fire berry, I know I only have to use 2 of them to build it back up. So move that over. And I just like using all the condensed stuff when I can. It's just easier for me. So I do a lot of refining. Especially on the go like this. If I had a base to sit at, it wouldn't be too bad, but when you're constantly moving, you want to try to keep your inventory in line. Alright, that one's done. I got a big other thing of carbon here.
Thermal protection falling.
This is going to be a cave. Continue going.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology recharge.
I can use the sodium and the sodium nitrate, and then leave my batteries for like an emergency type thing, or do it just the opposite way. Grab more of this. Like I had to use some sodium nitrate back there, which is what I'm trying to avoid doing. I want to try to use sodium as I go. Come on, pick it up. Yeah, grab these nanites all in here. I don't need that anymore. What I want to do is I want to get to at least like 2,000 nanites. If an X-class vendor shows up, the hazardous, protection mod is like 1,200 nanites, whereas like all the other ones are like 700 and under. You want to try to be able to buy a hazard one if you can, or movement one, or split it up a little. Try to top that out. Might run into an inventory issue here.
Thermal protection falling.
Turn off the rest of that.
Technology recharge.
I'm just gonna kind of continue going south. Try to always hit these up. You can actually, right after you throw the stuff away, you exit out and then
Thermal protection falling.
yeah, if you exit out and then try to reinitiate the prompt there, you can get that to work faster. I don't know, don't know what I'm trying to say there. Let's see here. Thought I had more carbon than that. Yeah, if you interact with the damaged machinery, throw the stuff away, exit your menu, and then re-interact with it. It takes away that animation that you have to wait for.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology recharge.
Gotta stop hurting my shield when I jump over stuff.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay. This could be really good. It's probably gonna send me to a minor settlement like hours away though. It'd be nice if it sent me to a crashed ship. 20 minutes away would be nice. Minor settlement. 12 hours away, just like normal. Alright. Dig in here for a minute. I gotta run my dog out, it looks like. I tried to get him to go out when I took my little break there, and he didn't want to go. Now, for some reason, he wants to go. Toss this thing down. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll get that rusted metal going, I guess. There'll be something happening. I'll get that going, run him out, and I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, let's see what I have here. Pop that off. Still got more of that. Poke around. So one of these has silver. I think I might end up getting screwed on silver here. Yeah, if you can find those Sentinel supply depot things, you can get auronium and dirty bronze and stuff out of those to make silver. So I might try to keep an eye open for those. Those are going to be a challenge to destroy because I don't have a bolt caster. I'd rather not use one. If I have to, I can always make it. When you get a bolt caster, that means you also have to make ammo for it, and that takes up inventory space as well. Alright, get that. Refill that. I'm gonna need a bunch of magnetized ferrite at some point too, so I might try to burn. I don't know. I don't really want to do things on the fly.
Technology recharge.
I should have split up all this rusted metal and did it all at once. I am gonna grab a stack of that though, make some pure ferrite. This stuff takes so long. I think that dioxide will give me ferrite also. I'm just trying to get stuff out of my inventory. Get rid of it. Move this over. I'm just trying to open up a slot. Get rid of that. These stupid things, I wish they would stop dropping. What type of system is this? Alright, this is a Viking system. The dagger I should keep. It's on the bottom, so hopefully I don't delete it. Actually, I might as well make some batteries up. So I can get rid of some of that cobalt. Alright, got enough batteries for probably the full run. I think I'm gonna need like probably 300 magnetized at some point once I get my geobay going, and also for the medium refiner too. Because for that I'm gonna need to get a bunch of dihydrogen again. I'm hoping to be at a minor settlement or something by the time that happens. This. I might as well just do this now and won't have to mess around with it later. I won't have as much of it to refine later. Sodium nitrate. Oh, I should be picking up some sodium as I go. So I can be looking south from here. Pay attention towards that area. There's really not much showing. I'll just try to keep this stuff low too.
Technology recharge.
A little bit more right in there. Give me a good start on it. See what this does. I think it's ferrite, yeah. Get it out of my inventory. Alright. Getting out of here. And continue south.
Thermal protection fully.
Stuff like this, I'm not a big fan of. I'm used to being able to just traverse stuff real quick, but this type of stuff you don't want to mess around with. It's only survival, but at the same time you don't want to lose all that stuff you just collected. Alright, yeah, sentinels are going to start showing up about an hour in. It seems to be about an hour in, I'm not sure if that's exact or not. It's just what I've noticed in between survival and permadeath. I'll just toss that on the ground. Okay, ion battery, I'd rather take that over a piece of junk that you're gonna give me. You know, cancel out of that and interact with it again. That way you don't have to go through that animation. Sit there and wait for it. Just constantly be scanning for buildings. And actually, if I go into it's my general, no accessibility. I always have my HUD kind of small, but you can turn it up a little bit. It'll make everything a little bit bigger. So, could be useful in this. And normally I have it at like 70 because I build most of the time, and a lot of times I don't want all that crap to be at the top of my HUD when I'm building, so I make it small. Yeah, it makes stuff show up a lot bigger. I wish I would have done that earlier. I thought of it last night and never remembered to change it until now. See a building there soon. I only got like maybe like another half hour of that, then I gotta jump off. say, oh, 12 hours away. I don't want to go 12 hours away for a minor study. At least it still shows up, which is kind of nice. If you use that beacon back there.
Protection falling. Technology recharging.
I'm thinking of it. I'll use these up to. So yeah, you can clear up a spot. And fill it up with more of them, I guess. Now I'm just gonna mainly to the front, left, and right. Not even looking behind me. I do want to make sure I stay right on a, a southern waypoint. That way I know I'm not getting turned around somewhere. It's really easy to get turned around, especially if you like go underground for stuff. It can get really easy to get turned around. Oh, and I did get some type of upgrade. So I'm gonna dig a hole real quick. Get out of the elements and see what I got. Underwater protection. Are you kidding me? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna temporarily put that there. I'm gonna install that. And I'm gonna break it down because I'll get a life support gel and a wire and loom out of it. And then I'll reinstall those. That's a quick and easy way to get wire and looms. While I'm down here, I'll refill that and use up a couple of these for my life support. At the same time, my hazard protection is growing back up again. Well, it gives me a few seconds to kind of clean things up. And the tool is still good. That wire and loom you're going to need for some other stuff. If you want to, install any different weapons or whatever, or exosuit stuff. There's that. This is done. And there are some plants up on the hill here, so I am going to go pick up some of those. I'd like to have, a little bit more carbon. But I'll probably end up refining those later on. I always try to hit these up too. Condensed carbon, I'll definitely take that. Microprocessor, even better. So I'm just gonna get like a stack of this because one stack of the plant will give you 2 stacks of carbon. So like a low effort way to get this stuff. You don't have to really worry about sentinels either, because I don't think they care about this. It's not like you're sitting there shooting trees. Yeah. I've never had them give me a hard time picking this stuff. Whoa. Did not see a giant friggin' cave there. Okay, how much? Alright, that should be enough. But I'm just going to Grab a couple more. So we can get in there. I'm gonna just kind of refine it as I go. Alright. Start sticking it right in there. Same deal, just keep headed south. Eventually I will run into something. Probably won't be what I'm looking for, but at least something. Big hills. That life support mod is really helping me out. Big time. Grab this condensed carbon. And it's pretty easy to maneuver pretty quickly too, even, you know, as long as you can keep... Sorry, I think I bumped that. It's pretty easy to keep your movement up. You just have to get in the rhythm of get in the rhythm of jumping, and I'm gonna run out of room for that. Let me get down here real quick. Get in the rhythm of running and using your jetpack. You know, as long as one is not charged. I'm gonna run into an inventory problem, I think. Yeah, as long as you're boosting and running, you know, as long as one of them isn't charged, it'll help charge the other as you go. Take a minute to scan around. It's going to be a knowledge stone. I just realized like my inventory is like chock-full now. That one. Toss that in there just so it's out of the way. The rest of those. I should put that right there though. Alright. Yeah, so you just want to scan sprint and jetpack, just kind of alternate between the two. And get some pretty decent speed without overloading one or the other. Can't get any buildings to show up. Grab more of this stuff. I don't really need it, but it's good to have. I'd rather not use up all my oxygen on life support. I have more trouble trying to keep my hazard up than anything. I'm gonna find a building here soon because I've got to jump off for a bit. I don't want to save like in the middle of nowhere. I like to be at a building. You know, going downhill like this, you want to make sure you keep your jetpack so that you can land easily. Just kind of slide right down. And if for some reason you do get thrown off the, if you get thrown off the hill, just hold off and don't jetpack until you're pretty close to the ground. Especially if you're in, you know, permadeath or survival. You don't want to hit the ground too hard because it'll bring you down to almost nothing. It won't kill you outright, but it'll bring you down to like, you know, 1 hit point, so. Are there no buildings on this planet? I'm going pretty much direct south the entire time. I'm running into plants, that's about it. Yeah, something pop up here anytime. Even behind me, I'm not seeing anything. It'd be nice to run into a ship out here. What I really want is like a trading post. Trading post or a minor settlement. Trading post would be way better though. You have a better chance of getting silver. Use up some of these. This thing is done. Yeah, usually what I'll do is I'll jetpack and sprint right after for a couple seconds and just kind of keep the rhythm up. That way stuff doesn't get overloaded. Pretty hilly planet. This is easy to get around though. It's almost like they take away half of the buildings. And you just pay attention to your jetpack and stuff. When it gets, you know, down to like 3/4 gone, then use the other option. Either sprint or jetpack. As one recharges the other, so. Like even those ships, they stay on a north-south trajectory as well. Oops. plant got me. Oh. Organic rock. Oh, chlorine. That'd be nice to have if I had more room. Oh, come on. Friggin' hazardous flora, man. Make me waste material. I couldn't break something useful. I mean, something useless. Stuff's starting to fill up again. Just use that and get it out of there. This is the type of area that a building would spawn. When I get settled, I might try to see if I can get the materials together for a hazard protection module. I don't remember what I need though. Let's carbon out of here. Actually, fill this out with some carbon also. I'm just eating through sodium now. You want to be careful with these little blue plants too when you do this. Don't want to get too carried away. Not a single building anywhere. Kind of off to the west of the ley line, so maybe that's why I'm not seeing it. that.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
I'm gonna find a trading post here. Oh, yeah, that's really useful. Okay, put a jelly out of that.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright. Up here a little bit more, and then I gotta jump out. I try not to save out in the wild unless it's in a cave, so this is a cave. Cave almost tried to kill me. I'm not going in there.
Thermal protection.
And I can't even find like little shelters. Oh, there's something over there. Oh, 13 hours away. I kind of wish those wouldn't show up sometimes. There we go. Pulpy root. I think that's good for hazard. Or sweet root. Yep, for hazard protection. And it's 10%. So it's always good to grab, you know, those other plants. I'll just use them all up. Open up the slot. There's a bunch of something buried under here. It's the, oh, walk right into that plant. Those plants are friggin' deadly. Like 1 or 2 hits and it breaks your stuff. It always breaks something that's good too. Sac venom. I really don't have room for sac venom. I wish I could grab it, but I need to get to an outpost here. I need any type of building to show up right now would be good. Oh, I'll take that. Heploid. That's also for hazard protection, so good to have. I might as well grab these too. A lot of times those will spawn somewhat close to each other too. It's going to be different on different biomes, so it's not always going to be the same type of plant. We have a slot now. I always want to make sure you have a free slot when you're doing the damaged machinery too, because if you do get a mod to drop, it won't end up in your inventory. There's nowhere to put it, so. Ooh, big thing of sodium. Okay. Dang it. Alright, take all that. Grab some of this sodium. Alright. 115. I'm just trying not to run out of room when I do this. So I can easily just go mine up a bunch of this, but being able to pick it is so much quicker. And I get right into nitrate. Alright, there's that. Almost full up.
Thermal protection falling.
Need to find a building here. This is getting crazy.
Thermal protection falling.
There. Should give me quite a bit.
Technology recharging.
Yeah, we good on sodium for a little bit now. A friggin' minor settlement's gonna keep getting in my way. Alright, we have something over there. Ancient ruin. Not what I'm looking for, though. Alright, got a bunch of solarium up here, though. Kind of go off to the left side of this and continue south. I really don't want to save like in a cave. We can help it. I still got some of that stuff in here. Burn that off. Get rid of this. This up. Okay, got a building over here, finally. Be nice if it's a trading post, but I know it won't be. Even better if it was a ship, actually. And that's going to be the hard part, is finding a crashed ship. I still don't even have an exocraft because I can't find silver. And there's a drop pod. It's alright. At least I know there are some buildings. Like, you can't use drop pods at all. So you can't expand your inventory. At least I'm at like an actual building now. Alright. I'll do a save. That's what I wanted, was mainly a save point. Alright, I'm gonna hop off and I might hop back on later today, continue this a little bit, but I'm gonna hop in here so I can stop taking damage for half a second. Alright, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.